Hello YouTube, this is Keith Kevin Ken. How you doing? How you doing? I hope you're doing well. It's time again for another knife of the day, and Spyderco released a doozy. This is the first of 6 new sprint runs knives with RX 45 and this burnt orange, either G10 or FRN scales. And this is the first one to drop. Technically, it's the 4th one to drop, but it's like part 2, it's like this Star Wars thing. This is the second part of it. The first part was the military, the paramilitary 2, and the para 3, all with burnt orange G10. This is the Rex 45 family that's being built and finished up this year. So let's talk about it. Spyderco did a sprint run with all of their Japanese-made knives a couple of years ago. And unfortunately, fortunate for you guys, I sold them to all of you in a trimming. Unfortunate for me, I'm trying to buy them back. Just like I sold all 3 of those and I bought them back. Not a good way to spend money. But anyway, and they were all HAP 40. All sprint runs, all HAP 40 steel. HAP 40 steel is a Japanese steel. It is super tough, wear resistance, a lot of carbon, so you have to take care of it. It is not a stainless steel. Well, now Spyderco has taken on Crucible's Rex 45. Crucible's X45 is the US version of HAP 40. So, as you can see, the first run of knives was with Japanese steel. The second run was with USA made knives. All of these made in Colorado. I love this. And this time, instead of HAP 40, it's the US steel Rex 45. And get ready. This is the 4th knife, as you can see. There are 5 more coming our way. When we get done, I hope in the next 2 months, we're going to have a family of 10. So let's see. There's the Manix 2, which I have in my hand. There's the Manix 2 lightweight. There's the I should have written this down. Most of you probably already know it. But it's everything that's made in the USA. The native, the chief, the big native, the shaman, the supersized native. They're actually going to have a lightweight version of the Para 3. They're going to have a lightweight version of this Manix 2 as well. I see a lot of people saying, I love the Manix, can't wait for the Manix Rex 45 to come out. Remember, there's going to be a lightweight Manix coming out as well. And I know a lot of you are looking forward to it. The little native. All of the ones that have made in Golden, Colorado, made in the USA, is coming out in Rex 45. I had to go and get my 3 back, not my original. That's why none of them have my collector's number on it, because I want to have the whole collection. This is one of these. This is the difference between a collector and a guy that uses knives as tools. Okay? Because I get criticized all the time. I'm like, hey, it's a sprint run. So let's talk about the first this year of these new Rex 45 knives with the burnt orange scales. So this is Manix 2, USA made, of course. Of course, with CPM Rex 45. I like the Manix. It's the hefty knife. The reason I love, and you're going to start seeing a build up on my Instagram at Keith Kevin Ken and on YouTube. I'm going to keep rebuilding as each knife come in, because this is going to be just a fantastic collection of knives. I love Spyderco's mini collections, whether it's the Sage, the Chaparrals, the Copas. You know, you can actually collect bits and pieces. But a nice hefty knife, you can tell it's one of their foundation knives with that leaf-shaped blade. The jimping going up to the hole, the 50-50 choil, the jimping underneath the choil. Of course, this has full skeletonized liners, stainless steel liners. But with the Manix, they have like jimping on the liners as well. So you get grip no matter what you want to do with this. Full flat ground blade, 3.4 inches, the total blade. Now remember, we measure the blade by the top of the scale to the tip of the steel. So you have to take out the parts used for that forward choil. So the cutting edge is 2.9 inches. The total thing is 8 inches. And the weight, remember, I mean, the earlier Manixes, which I have, were backlocks, and they didn't have skeletonized liners, so they were a beast of a knife. This, of course, is heavily skeletonized in there, but it's 5 ounces. But man, it's so well distributed. It melts in your hand. Just a real nice knife. Of course, going with the burnt orange feel, I'm happy they started with, first, I'm happy they finally are releasing the HAP 45 knives, because they need to get those out. You know, there's 5 more knives coming with HAP 45. But Spyderco has a lot that they're going to be releasing. By the way, and I'm going to continue with the stats on here, but as I said, 3.4 inch blade, 2.9 is the edge, 8 inches is total, and it's at 5 ounces. They have a lot of things coming. I did get a box from Spyderco this morning, and it had 3 knives in it. This one, which I wanted to hurry and get to you, my Blade HQ Shaman, which has my number on it. Remember, I've already done a Shaman review, so go take a look at it. The Blade HQ flavored Shaman. But I was on Blade HQ looking for something else late in the afternoon of the Shaman release. Assumed it had sold out in minutes. It was still there, so I just bought it. I wanted to get that to you as soon as possible. But now I have my version of it. And one other producer exclusive, and we'll talk about that later on during the week. But I hope they keep, hey, it's hitting my bank account, but I want them to just keep coming every week. I'm so excited. It's like Christmas. So this does have burnt orange scales. Of course, with the Manix 2, you have Spyderco's ball bearing lock right here, and the blade just drops on the ball bearing lock. So smooth. Like I said, it's right out of the box 30 minutes ago. Okay, and I never do anything to them. So it's just a really nice lock, and it's Spyderco's. Full liners, as I said. Big lanyard hole. You'll start to see in these American-made knives the lanyard holes being huge, bigger than you see in the Japanese knives. Don't know the reason. This is a right hand and left hand clip, tip up only. They didn't want to mess with their ball bearing lock, so tip up only. One day I would love for Spyderco. You know, Spyderco started the clip on knives, the pocket clip on knives, way back when. They literally started it. I think the worker was the first one with a clip. But I wish they would redo their standard clips. I just do. I mean, you have these knives with these super steels, skeletonized liners and everything. And I know this is 5 ounces, and I know you need a steady clip, but I would love 1 year for them to just redesign their clips. Just like the Para 3 lightweight, here on the Manix, the hole is to the side of the clip so the clip could go a little bit deeper. I'm happy. This is the 4th one, folks. The 4th in Spyderco's US made knives with CPM Rex 45, the US version of HAP 40 steel. And the great news is they're going to do the lightweights as well as the full G10s. So look up to see Blade HQ, Knife Center. Everyone has all these knives there saying coming soon. But check to see if it's a lightweight, depending on what you like. I know a lot of Manix 2 fans, but you either like the G10 or the lightweight. Of course, I'll say I like them both. But for some reason, I really like the heftiness of the G10. And I think this Orange G10 just looks great. There you have it. The Manix 2 Sprint Run. Sprint Run. That means when you see them, grab them. They're usually around 1,200 plus or minus. 1,200 pieces. Plus or minus. They are limited. And once they're gone, they are gone, which is why I had to go searching for new in box Para 3, paramilitary 2s, and militaries in Rex 45 and pay secondary market prices for them. So it's best if you get them as soon as you can, if you want them, of course. 1,200 plus or minus. All of these in this family will go that way. My guess is the little native will be huge. Of course, the shaman's going to just go off the charts. I think the chief, which no one talks about a lot, big knife, is going to go as well. And of course, the Para 3 lightweight, when that comes out, will probably go. I was hoping they'd introduce the paramilitary 2 lightweight when they did this, because, you know, that's still out there. Maybe later in the year they'll do that as well. There you have it. Manix 2 with CPM Rex 45. Don't forget to subscribe as we go through this journey. Okay? Turn on your notifications so you don't miss any of the videos. I appreciate all of you. Hey, please take good care of yourselves, man. I'm finding it harder and harder to take care of myself the way I should. And so I keep repeating it to you guys because I care for you guys, but also as a reminder for me. Have a perfect day. Keep those pockets full. Goodbye.